And the fact that, what's crazy is I debated about doing this all day because I've been crying, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I came down here with a mission. I came down here with a purpose. And I still have that purpose in me. I still have that passion. I still have that fire. Still have that fire. But yet people talk about, oh, we got you. Damn near ever. How has it been? We've been down here for 14 months now. I've been back in Minneapolis. I've been back. We've been on the housing program waiting list for over a year now. And yet everybody talking about their second chance programs when they used something against me that was from high school, from 25 over 26, 27 years ago now. They still want to use something against me. Right. We always angry black man. But I'll be that angry black man. I will always be that angry black man because I'm not angry. I'm just passionate. I'm tired of seeing babies die where they can't jump on a trampoline, where they can't eat McDonald's, where they can't even sit there and do homework at the kitchen table, or they can't even go up at night and sleep in their beds without bullets coming at them because no good thug shoots slugs at children. And yet, we got a lot of bunch of no good thugs out here that people ain't saying nothing. I'll tell you right now, I seen Cheryl just jump on too. I remember when I met Cheryl, I couldn't stand a mother's love. And I still can't stand them a little bit, but I'll tell you right now, I die for them. I would die for them because that's how much that I love Lisa. And it has nothing to do with at the end of the day when I might disagree what maybe some of the things that the way they handle their business, but they still do good work. And just because we agree, just because we don't agree on everything, doesn't mean that I'm gonna do them like how other people do me, because that's not the way that this should be. If we disagree on something, we can get past it. Because I'll tell you right now, um, and yeah, Lisa intimidates me a little bit, but she's supposed to because she's an elder. Not that she scares me, but she intimidates me, and that's the way that it's supposed to be. I don't get that when I go around a lot of elders in our community. I really don't. I look at them and I laugh. But I know when it comes to certain people in my community, I know who's there for the right reasons and I know who ain't. And there's a lot of people that prospered off our community and no longer live in our community, but still speak for our community. Because we got to start calling out the wrongs. We have to. We don't want no bad cops. So why do we want bad community members? It's the same. It's the same thing. Because they're at the end of the day, bad cops are out here screwing over us, but yet bad community members are killing us. So we really got to think about what we stand for and what we'll fall for because this fight, I'm not doing this for me. I'm not even in high school. I have a high school diploma. I have some college education. I'm doing this for future generations because this is who we're supposed to be doing this for. Is future generations. Future generations. Yeah, poverty pimps. That's basically what it is. It's poverty pimping. And I hate to say it that the black church has a lot to do with that poverty pimping. A lot of it. They sell false hope. Because why are pastors driving in $100,000 cars wearing never broke again shirts? But yet we're living in despair. We're living in despair. Yeah, it's been going on for years. It's been going on for years. We literally live, I'll tell you right now, that as somebody that grew up in the drug world and seen prostitution, seen pimping, I'll tell you, there's no difference when some of these so-called leaders in our community. Because I'll tell you right now, I ain't never seen so many snakes in the grass. I thought if people thought the streets were tough, man, y'all ain't never been inside of no city hall because everybody in there is a crook. Everybody in there a crook. Oh, I already know you are, Queen. I know you are, Cheryl. And that's why I literally, anytime I've ever seen you, I literally go out of my way to go say hi if I ain't seen y'all in a while. I've literally stopped into a Mother's Love um, office. I've been to the house. Nobody was there. I think it was past time. I thought I seen Lisa Carr there one day. I just wanted to pop up on her. Um, but I do those type of things. You know, people get on me all the time about, oh, don't be doing this, don't be doing that. I'll tell you right now, most of these black leaders in Minneapolis, I know where they live because it's called Freedom of Information Act. It's called public information. We have to wake up. That's why, like, at the end of the day, these people be talking about, oh, I be threatening them. Listen, if I really wanted to threaten y'all, if I really wanted to threaten, I would just come to y'all house. I know where y'all live. That's what's crazy to me. Same thing with most of these cops. Same thing with most of these politicians. Everybody on the city council, I know where they live. All of them. I know exactly all their addresses. And you know where I got that? Off the internet. You know how I know about how much money most of these nonprofits get? It's called a 990 form. I'm just, I came on here to vent. Literally, like, I came on here to vent, and I'm hoping that other people would have the same courage, the same passion as people say for their communities and speak out and call the people out that are endangering and harming our communities. That's really what this conversation is about because I've lost myself doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people don't understand of, like, I see a lot of selfishness out here and not people being selfless. That's what I see. Because everybody want to talk about they love us, they do this. I ain't never asked nobody for a handout. I ain't never asked nobody for that. I've always wanted to work for my money. Always. Always. I ain't never wanted no handout. But now I want to work for my community because our community is suffering. And still, even though how many doors have been shut in my face, I'm still here. 2638 West Broadway, still there. Will Chaz Neal be here for maybe not a little bit? Nope, I won't. Because it came to the situation where I've got to go. I'm screwed financially. I can't do the hotels no more. Not when you don't have a vehicle. One vehicle was stolen. The other one just lost on Sunday where the tire rod just snapped. I can't even work right now. I couldn't even go. You know, I got called to a scene today. Couldn't even go. You know how embarrassing that is to tell somebody you can't go? So yeah, I would. So it ain't me. I gotta go for a while so that I can get back to where I was. I know I'm not gonna have the 20 racks that I came into this with. Um, but I'm hoping to come back and it's even more prosperous where I can help my community more because there's nothing that I would change in the last 3 years because I've done nothing wrong. Everything that I've done by the book, by the law, I'm not out here drinking and driving. I'm not out here robbing people. But what I am doing is, handing out Narcan. I'm feeding people. I'm housing the homeless, and that ain't with no grant money. Everything that I've ever done since May 25th, 2020 has came out of our pockets. Me putting people up in a hotel, pocket. When me and Ashley took all the kids, well, there wasn't that many, but there was 5 kids from Red Wing. When we took them school shopping, that was out of our pocket. School supplies, our pocket. When we did Secret Santa, our pockets. Not grant money, not just money that I could just sit there and know that it's going to come back, because it ain't. But I know that it went to a good place. And there ain't nothing that I regret about any of this. Any of it. The only thing that I hate about any of this is that I stood with people that could give a fuck less about me, that could care less about me. Because I'll tell you right now that yesterday, and I know me and this man had fell out, and I'm sorry I got to say this name, Cheryl, but I don't even know if people know that yesterday, Kenneth Bernard Lax got 75 months in prison, and he had no criminal record. Because I looked up his criminal record today. He had none. Only thing he had on there was evictions, and that was it. Evictions, no criminal record. That was his first criminal case, and the man got 75 months. But you could kill a black man out here and get 24 months. Yeah, that's just crazy. And it's sad, man. It's sad to me. Because I really, I know that me and Ken fell out. And if anybody does talk to him, please tell him that he's in my prayers. If there's anything that I can do, I would definitely do it. Because nobody should be behind bars. I don't know exactly what happened in his situation. But I know that man has, and I don't agree with everything that he's done. I guess it was a first degree assault. Yeah. But I did want to, because that's been on my mind all day today. And I even sit here and I think about Darnell McDaniels. I think about Timothy Magruder. I think about Marvin Haynes. I think about Cornelius, Bobo, and how all of our we got a lot of innocent people in prison, man. A lot. And yet we have people that are out in these streets that should be behind bars, and we can't even get we can't get the community to do nothing. I know this though, and I'm gonna leave off with this, is that don't take life for granted. Don't take life for granted. Don't take life for granted, man. Cherish the ones that fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that Tracy I can call and she'll pick up her phone. Marcus the same. Marvina the same. I know that they won't be able to help me, but if they could, they would. I know that for a fact. Actually, I will yes, definitely humble. I humble as hell. And Mike, I'll be in Red Wing tomorrow, so I'll definitely be trying to holler at you. Um, but I'm gonna leave off on this final note, is that I might not comment on everything. And there is some people that I have really, I'm not going to say back away from, but just had to watch in silence because I'm going through my own shit. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I could help out everybody. I wish I could because if I, shit, I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders at times. And it's really not because, I mean, the shit world's still going to go regardless if Chaz is here or not. Um, but I know that I've I've done a lot of great things. Um, just in these last 3 years, I've gotten resolutions passed. Um, shit, you know it's great. I worked on my first amendment this year, and they got. I was a part of an amendment that was spoke at the Minnesota State Capitol. You know, I've been called into to meetings from people that I never thought. Shit, I got politicians' phones numbers that I never thought I would have, or that I would never even meet. I've met a lot of wonderful people. John Tell, who gave me the courage and the opportunity to do the urban conservative, to give me a platform that I could do a podcast. Do I get a lot of views? No. Do I get a lot of downloads? No, but that's not what I do this for. I do it because I know, just like why Malcolm did it, future generations, why Fred did it, future generations, because I know everything that I'm doing today, tomorrow, and even everything that I've done for the last 3 years is I'm never gonna feel it. People are gonna still look at me as a nigger. They're still gonna look at John Taylor as a queer. You know what I'm saying? They'll still see my son as a trans. But that does that mean that we don't love each other? Because I love everybody. I don't care what you are. We all bleed the same. We all have the same nose. We all have 2 ears. Some of us we were all born with either 10 or 11 fingers and toes. We all have 2 lips. Some of us have bigger lips than others. We all have a butt, 2 butt cheeks. We all have assholes because everybody got a fucking opinion too. But I love everybody. I'm not transphobic. I'm not. So you can cut that out. Just leave our kids alone, and I leave y'all alone. And I don't even be doing nothing to be getting called transphobic. Leave our kids alone. When did it become okay to go after the kids, man? Because I wanted to be a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's let the minds grow. Let's let people be whoever they want to be. And who cares? Who cares if they want to be a woman? Just stop writing legislation about it. Stop forcing it on people. That's where the whole biggest thing of it is. And I'm not saying don't stop writing legislation. Just leave our kids out of it. Leave the kids out of it. Let them be them. Because how are we supposed to parent when y'all don't want us to parent? That's what I never understood about Minnesota. I don't understand about Minnesota. It does, you know, and what's crazy is, but don't nobody want to talk about that, Cheryl. Don't nobody want to talk about that. And you know what's crazy is that I guarantee it, these kids that they're these carjacking kids, the Kia boys, the kids that are out there acting crazy, I guarantee you go look at their parents, they the same buck wild. And a lot of it, the parents ain't even saying nothing because they make more money than their parents do. Hmm. So why would the parents say anything? Why would the parents say anything when the breadwinner You don't bite the hand that feeds you. You're going to protect that. That's what we got to figure out is why are these single mothers allowing, we have to look at the core issue because every situation is different. I know there's some young men out here that probably hustle, but they do it because so to help their mother, not that they want to do it. And they're hustling the right way. It's out there selling weed. You know what I'm saying? They ain't out here jacking people. They ain't out there selling fentanyl. They just trying to be hustlers. We should teach them to be entrepreneurs instead of being drug dealers, instead of being corner boys. Teach them to be business owners. Teach them to be chefs. Teach them to be car detailers. Businesses that they can do out of their house, that they can do resell shoes, custom clothes, because that's what this is all about, man. Self-sufficiency. This is because they don't care about us. I'm gonna bring up Michael Jackson. People need to go listen to that song. They don't care about us. Listen to Pac. Definitely listen to Tupac. Listen to KRS-One. Don't listen to this mumble rap. Don't get me wrong. I like Lil Durk. I like Vaughn. I like, a lot of the newer rap. But that shit ain't for us. That shit ain't for us. It was a way to get out, and now they've expanded that because look at what's happening to Young Thug, Rico. But they don't do that to Trump and them. But they'll come in there and do that to us. Yeah, Pac was the truth. He was way ahead of his time. The same with Nipsey, ahead of his time. But that's why they got rid of him. People got to think about that. There's a bigger reasoning why they get rid of these people because of the change they can make. I bet you right now, they let Larry Hoover out. You know how much shit would change in Chicago if they let Larry Hoover out? I guarantee it. Let Larry out and see what happened. Let Big Meech out and see what happened. Because these are people that really had it out here in these streets. Al Sharpton ain't going to do shit. Right, yeah, big time nationwide. Hell yeah, the same thing if they would have did that to Tukey. If they would have let Tukey out, it would be nationwide. But they don't want to prevent the violence. They don't want to prevent it because it makes money. And we already know what it makes. But that means, yeah, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And it makes sense to them. This chaos, it makes sense because it makes money. It puts fear into people. It puts fear into people because I'll tell you right now that they don't want to talk about shit about violence unless it hits the white people. Where do you think, if you live in Minneapolis area, everybody knows what happened May Day weekend, what happened over South, what the terror that the 8-9 kids. I need housing. I want to be able to wake up tomorrow and know that I don't have to go back to Red Wing feeling like a failure. Because that's what I feel right now. I feel like I failed my community. I feel like I have to tuck my tails, but I'm not tucking my tail though. I gotta do this because at the end of the day, the only option is a homeless shelter. We can't even sleep in our car right now because we ain't got no car. So I gotta go to Red Wing so I can get back in on my square. Because I'm in a situation right now where I can't think. My back is against the wall, and I don't like that because I start making erratic decisions, and I don't want to be making erratic decisions. I have too much, way too much at stake. Marcus needs me. Black Lives the Streets needs me. North Minneapolis needs me. Ashley and my 9 kids need me. My grandkids need me. I'm not going anywhere, but I definitely got to regroup. Because I'll tell you right now, for all these little weird ass landlords that say we couldn't make it, how was I able to pay $2,000 a month for a hotel room? So y'all telling me we couldn't pay the 13 for y'all little apartment. But it's okay because I'm gonna come back bigger, better, and without y'all help. So CJ and I hope to God he hears this. I hope to God, because I'm tired of people sitting there with these organizations that are supposed to be helping people. And CJ, I got the text messages too, bro. So, and I'm gonna call you, bro, but I'm just saying, don't be talking about, oh, he's lying, because I'll put out our text messages. And that goes for anybody that I've ever dealt with that has screwed me over. I will literally put our text messages out, our emails. So all of that, I'm not playing no more. And not that it even matters anyways, because people still don't look in. They still don't. You could literally, I got Jacob Blake literally admitting that Cortez cheats on Bianca and all of that. And how he, well, not on that, but yeah, I ain't even going to, my bad. I ain't even going to get into that. Okay. No, because man, I just want to be over North. That's all I want. I know I did. 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 I stopped. But all I want to do is be in North Minneapolis. In North Minneapolis. I am. I got off my square from it because I was starting to get pissed. All I want to be is in North Minneapolis, my home. I chose to come back. People leave. I chose to come back. They're leaving up to go to the suburbs. I came from rural Minnesota to come back to Minneapolis because that's the city I love, the land I love. Because there ain't no place like North Minneapolis. There can never be. I know Chicago got R. Kelly. We got Alexander O'Neal, Prince. They got Twista. We got Mac Irv. Minnesota, they got history here, man. And I love Minneapolis. I love the Twins. I love the Vikings, the Timberwolves, the Gophers. And I especially love my North High Polars. So I am. I am. And y'all already know how it is. Win or fail, freedom or jail, heaven or hell, wish me well.